Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 7 motorcycles only smart people buy. Number 7. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 is the motorcycle equivalent of a clever life hack, smart, stylish, and surprisingly affordable. With a base price of $6,000, it's the kind of deal that makes your wallet breathe a sigh of relief, especially when you realize that rivals with similar specs often cost $1,000 more. For that price, you get a 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that delivers a perfect blend of punchy low-end torque and enough high RPM excitement to keep your daily commute or weekend escape genuinely fun. It's not trying to outmuscle the competition with wild horsepower numbers. Instead, it nails the sweet spot for real-world riding. Think 67 miles per gallon, so you'll be waving at gas stations as you cruise by. The Rebel 500's low 27-inch seat height is practically an invitation for riders of all sizes, making it easy to flat-foot at stoplights and maneuver through parking lots without breaking a sweat. The ergonomics are all about comfort. Upright bars, mid-mounted pegs, and a redesigned seat mean you can actually enjoy the ride instead of daydreaming about your chiropractor. Honda's legendary reliability means you'll spend more time riding and less time wrenching. And with low maintenance costs, the only thing you'll be fixing is your hair after a wind-blown ride. In a world obsessed with tech overload and overcomplicated gadgets, the Rebel 500 keeps it refreshingly simple, honest, and fun. Number 6. Kawasaki Versys 650. The Kawasaki Versys 650 is what happens when someone finally asked, "What if we made a sensible motorcycle that's actually fun?" Priced at around $8,000, it's not exactly pocket change, but considering what you get, it's practically a financial life hack. Smart riders know this isn't just a bike, it's a two-wheeled loophole in the system. You see, the Versys 650 doesn't chase horsepower numbers or try to look like it just escaped from a racetrack. It's more about balance, like that one coworker who shows up on time, does their job well, and never steals your lunch. It's powered by a 649cc parallel twin engine that's smooth, reliable, and efficient. We're talking up to 50 miles per gallon. That's over 300 miles on a single tank, enough to outrun your problems or at least your gas bill. What makes this bike irresistible to clever minds is its versatility. Daily commuter? Check. Weekend tourer? Check. Gravel road detour just because it looked interesting? Absolutely. The upright riding position, roomy seat, and adjustable windscreen say, "I care about your spine and your sanity." Meanwhile, the suspension is just plush enough to glide over potholes while still holding its own in the twisties. In a world where flash often beats function, the Versys 650 is the quiet genius in the corner, understated, capable, and ready for anything. Smart people don't buy it to show off, they buy it because they've done the math. Number 5. Triumph Bonville Bobber. The Triumph Bonville Bobber is the kind of motorcycle that smart people buy when they want classic cool without giving up modern comfort or their retirement fund. Starting around $14,000, the Bobber isn't cheap, but it's not Harley-Davidson mortgage money either. It's what you buy when you want heads to turn at the gas station and still be able to fill your tank without applying for a loan. This bike is pure vintage muscle wrapped in sleek British charm. It's got a 1200cc parallel twin engine that sounds like it's been sipping tea one moment, then barks like a beast the next. With 78 pound-feet of torque hitting at just 4,000 RPM, it's like a polite punch to the chest, civilized but definitely not boring. And even though it looks like it rolled straight out of a 1940s garage, it's packing features like ride-by-wire throttle, traction control, and cruise control. Yes, cruise control on a Bobber. That's like finding a wine fridge in a log cabin. The solo seat? Adjustable. The ride? Surprisingly smooth for a bike that looks like it should shake your fillings loose. It's not a long-distance tourer, but it's perfect for local rides, Sunday show-offs, and the occasional existential escape. Smart riders love that it doesn't scream, "Look at me," yet still manages to turn every stoplight into a photo op. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber isn't just a bike, it's a statement. It says you've got taste, sense, and just enough rebellion left in your tank. Number 4. Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is the cruiser that whispers classic charm while riding smooth into your budget. At just around $4,900, it's not trying to be flashy, it's trying to be smart, and it succeeds. While most modern bikes seem like rolling computers with wheels, the Meteor 350 keeps things simple, reliable, and refreshingly analog. It's for the rider who doesn't need Bluetooth to enjoy the wind. Smart folks know that the Meteor isn't about 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It's about sipping gas like it's a $12 cocktail and still rolling 70 miles per gallon. That's right. While your neighbor's Harley is out here guzzling premium like it's on spring break, the Meteor is cruising on pennies. That 349cc single-cylinder thumper is as drama-free as your ideal roommate, just enough power for city rides and weekend escapes without the baggage. Add to that a surprisingly plush seat, laid-back riding posture, and a fuel tank big enough for long hauls without turning every trip into a gas station crawl. Even the analog-digital instrument cluster feels like it has its priorities straight, just the essentials, no fluff. And sure, it doesn't scream for attention, but park it anywhere and you'll still get nods of approval from the folks who actually get it. Buying a Meteor 350 isn't about flexing horsepower, it's about flexing common sense. It's a bike for thinkers, not thrill chasers. Number 3. Honda Gold Wing. The Honda Gold Wing is not just a motorcycle, it's a two-wheeled executive suite with cruise control. Smart buyers in the USA don't just see it as a ride, they see it as an investment in comfort, engineering, and road-dominating confidence. With a base price hovering around $25,000, it's not cheap, but neither is chiropractic treatment after 300 miles on a lesser bike. Gold Wing owners know that if you're going to eat up asphalt coast to coast, you might as well do it with heated seats, Apple CarPlay, and enough luggage space to make airport check-ins look primitive. What really seals the deal is Honda's reputation for bulletproof reliability. The Gold Wing's 1833cc flat-six engine is smoother than your uncle's jazz playlist and just as low maintenance. It's the kind of machine that can do 200,000 miles and still sound like it just left the showroom. Plus, it sips fuel reasonably for its size, about 40 miles per gallon, which means you'll spend more time riding and less time refueling next to people who regret buying a cruiser with a thimble-sized gas tank. And let's not ignore the creature comforts. A top-tier infotainment system, automatic DCT option, electronic suspension, and even reverse gear, because wrestling 850 pounds backwards isn't anyone's idea of fun. In the end, buying a Honda Gold Wing isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about enjoying every smooth, tech-filled, wind-kissed mile in between. Smart people don't chase thrills, they ride them. Number 2. Yamaha MT7. The Yamaha MT7 is the kind of bike that makes smart riders nod in approval while calculating value per dollar in their heads. Starting at around $8,000, it doesn't try to drain your bank account or pretend to be something it's not. It just delivers raw, reliable fun without the drama. With a punchy 689cc parallel twin engine, it kicks out just over 70 horsepower and around 50 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty for city zipping, weekend canyon carving, and even the occasional ego check at a red light. What makes the MT7 a brainy buy is that it doesn't make you choose between performance and practicality. You get modern styling with that aggressive naked look, a comfortable upright riding position that won't destroy your back, and a throttle response that's more addictive than your morning coffee. Fuel economy hovers around 50 miles per gallon, which means you'll ride more and fill up less unless you're doing burnouts for science. There's no ride mode circus, no touchscreen drama, and no bloated electronics package that requires a PhD to figure out. Just you, the road, and a bike that responds like it's reading your mind. It's a machine built for people who want to ride, not swipe through menus. In a world full of overpriced toys with too many buttons, the Yamaha MT7 is proof that smart spending doesn't mean boring riding. It's the motorcycle equivalent of finding a $100 bill in your old jacket, pure win. Number 1. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 is what happens when you mix just the right amount of brains with a budget. For smart buyers, it's the bike that checks all the boxes without emptying the wallet. Starting around $8,000, this V-twin beauty delivers real performance without the drama or the price tag of the bigger, flashier machines. Think of it as the motorcycle version of choosing a sensible house with a killer view instead of a flashy penthouse with a mortgage that eats your soul. With 645cc of pure V-twin goodness, the SV650 offers smooth, predictable power that's fun for seasoned riders and friendly enough for newer ones. And we're not talking about boring commuter vibes here. It's got enough punch to keep the grin glued to your face. Fuel economy. About 50 miles per gallon if you behave, which means you're getting performance and practicality in one very sleek package. Insurance rates, low maintenance, straightforward, repairs rare. Basically, it's the adult decision that still lets you misbehave on weekends. It's light, nimble, and ridiculously easy to ride. In a world full of overpriced toys and ego traps, the SV650 stays classy, affordable, and unapologetically fun. It's the motorcycle equivalent of finding a $100 bill in your old jeans. Practical, satisfying, and unexpectedly awesome. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.